Crews rush to the scene as flames break out inside a West Michigan apartment complex this morning. What we're now learning about the impact this fire is having on residents.
When snow ends along the Branch-Calhoun County line and what time freezing drizzle arrives.
A second summit between the United States and North Korea is now underway. What the two countries are pushing for as they prepare to meet again. Today is Wednesday, February 27th.
Live, local, breaking news. You're watching News Channel 3, live at 6.
6 a.m. on a busy Wednesday morning. Great to have you alongside Live Doppler radar in seconds. Battle Creek now getting a break from snow. Our Battle Creek Live Eye right near the Heritage Tower. Good morning. I'm meteorologist Jeff Porter. As far as additional snow goes, largely we're taking the under with both of our contours. 0 to 1 under. Near and under I-96, along and north 1 to 2. But again, we're taking the lighter portion of both of those ranges through afternoon. This is all based on radar trends, which are improving during your morning commute. Back edge of snow along the Calhoun Branch County line. Union City 608, Girard at 624, and Butler at 640. Now, we think late morning and around midday today, some freezing drizzle totally makes sense. 26 for lunch, 26 with snow showers at 5 p.m. You know, we have some winter weather advisories this morning in parts of West Michigan. Kirk will show you where at 6:06.
We are keeping a close eye on this morning's snow. If you haven't done so already, be sure to download our News Channel 3 weather app. It's free in your App Store or on Google Play.
Breaking right now, crews are responding to a fire at an apartment complex in Kalamazoo Township.
News Channel 3's Frankie Thompson live at this scene with new information she's just learning. Frankie.
Kirk, Erica, we're learning about 30 people are now displaced from their homes here at the Sage Terrace apartment complex in Kalamazoo Township. Crews are still on scene here right now, figuring out exactly what happened. What we just learned from the fire marshal is the flames sparked in the kitchen of an apartment around 2:30 this morning. I'm going to step to the side so you can get a closer look of exactly what's happening right now. Like I said, crews are still on scene, putting out some hot spots and continuing their investigation of the flames here. Now, the fire marshal says when that call came in around 2:30, their crews got here and the apartment was fully engulfed in flames. A family was still in that apartment, so firefighters had to rescue them by ladder out of their window to get that family out of the burning home. 12 families are now displaced from this fire from smoke and water damage. We are told that none of the tenants were hurt. There was a firefighter temporarily injured because of smoke inhalation, but that firefighter is doing just fine this morning and back to work. Now, the fire marshal also tells us, had it not been for that family's working smoke detector and with them keeping their doors closed while they were sleeping, this could have turned into a deadly situation. But tonight, this morning, they are safe, and with the Red Cross getting some assistance along with those several other families that have been displaced for the rest of their morning until they can come back home. For now, we're reporting live in Kalamazoo Township. Frankie Thompson, News Channel 3.
Today, closing arguments will begin in the murder trial against a West Michigan man accused of killing a high school student. Quinn James accused of killing 16-year-old Mujay Dimbaya, then dumping her body in Kalamazoo last year. The former Kentwood School's groundskeeper has already been convicted of raping Dimbaya. The jury listened to testimony from another rape survivor yesterday. James declined to take the stand in his own defense. The jury will have closing arguments today before deciding on a verdict. He's facing up to life in prison if convicted of Dimbaya's murder. News Channel 3 will be in court every day for this trial until a jury reaches their verdict. For all of our latest coverage on this case, check out WWMT.com.
A Michigan community is mourning the deaths of 3 children after a fire breaks out inside their home. 4 other family members are in the hospital clinging to life. The fire started yesterday morning at a mobile home park in Imlay City near Flint. Authorities say a 3-year-old girl and 2 boys, ages 5 and 6, were killed. Their parents and 2 other young children are in critical condition. Neighbors held a vigil for the family last night. They say they are still in shock.
Now every day in the morning, like when they wake up, they won't see those 3 little faces, and it's so sad.
At this point, it's unclear what caused this fire, but investigators say the family was using some type of space heater when those flames broke out.
The United Auto Workers is taking General Motors to court over the closings of plants. The UAW's filed a lawsuit trying to stop GM from closing plants in Lordstown, Ohio, White Marsh, Maryland, and Warren, Michigan. The union claims the company is not allowed to do this under its current contract. But GM says its November announcement about the closings doesn't violate anything, and the company is working with the UAW on other solutions.
A traffic alert for some drivers in Kalamazoo. Starting this morning, you can expect to see lane restrictions on westbound Stadium Drive between Lovell and Howard Street. You also won't be able to turn left onto Oliver Street from Stadium. Because of this, Kalamazoo City officials are asking drivers to find a different route in the meantime. We are told these changes will remain in place through Sunday.
Starting this morning, some in Kalamazoo will have to boil their water before using it. City officials will begin work on a water valve on Eggleston Avenue at around 8 a.m. This means people in that area should boil their water before drinking it or cooking with it. Take a look at your screen. If you live in these areas, the boil water advisory affects you. This includes parts of East Stockbridge Avenue, Eggleston Avenue, Reed Court, and Bank Street. The advisory is expected to be lifted by Saturday. We'll let you know when that happens.
Kirk, thank you. Now 6:06 on the clock. We're going to look at an end of the week warm up in seconds. We're looking at your Hastings and Battle Creek zone by zone. 27 Hastings, 28 Battle Creek, with our snow essentially ending right now. Only for light snow to return this afternoon. All right, your Thursday and Friday previews look like this. 30 on Thursday, cloudy skies. 36 Friday, partly sunny. We're watching some snow right now in Ottawa County. Should be in Robinson at 6:19 and Allendale at 6:32. And what you know, our winter weather advisories for now anyway are still in play until 3 o'clock in Ottawa, Kent, Ionia, Muskegon, Montcalm, Oceana, Newaygo, and Mecosta counties. When Arctic air arrives in West Michigan. Erica, that's at 6:20.
All right, Jeff, you have a chance to live in a historic home rent-free for 50 years, but there's a catch. You'll need about $2.5 million to restore it. Indiana Landmarks is offering this home of tomorrow. It's on Lake Michigan inside the Indiana Dunes National Park with 4 sister homes. The buildings were moved there after the 1933 World's Fair in Chicago. They have amenities considered luxurious back then, like an attached garage and a dishwasher.
And a front row seat for all the lake effect snow.
There you go.
But the summer sites would be beautiful.
Oh, amazing.
Amazing, yes.
That's the selling point. That's the headline here.
Without question. A nightmare incident for dozens of passengers stranded on a train finally ends. What they're saying this morning after being rescued nearly 40 hours later. And right now is search underway for dozens of people trapped after a mine collapses in Indonesia. Why the death toll could rise quickly. The Ottawa County Sheriff's Office wants you to be prepared in case of an active shooter situation. Today, they're holding a civilian response to active shooter events course. The Sheriff's Office will go over strategies, guidance, and a plan for surviving an active shooter situation. The class is free, but you do need to register ahead of time. Tonight's session is happening from 7 to 10 at the Ottawa County Fillmore Administration Building in West Olive.
The second summit between the United States and North Korea is now underway. Why President Trump isn't worried about what happens this time around.